Inter Miami out of the Concacaf Champions Cup at the quarterfinal stage against Rayados. Out of the Mexican League, Tata Martino getting some criticism. A look at the comparison between him and Phil Neville, Inter Miami's former manager. Kieran, what's gone wrong with your former club here?
Well, I mean, that's interesting. I didn't know that until now. But I mean, you know, it's only been 34 games, so I don't want to get too ahead. But I don't think it may not seem like they've improved under Tata results wise, but they've certainly improved in terms of performances. And it's clear that the results, you know, when Messi's in the team and when he's not, are different. And obviously he's been missing recently with a hamstring. And it's going to come down to how fit they can keep him, obviously, throughout the season. I don't think Copa America is going to help. That's for sure. Actually, that's going to be a big miss for the team. But they do have more control over games now, in my opinion. They look dangerous. They create more chances. The thing that kills them is individual errors. You know, from the you know, inexperienced players, which comes from lack of experience. They just need to play more. If you know, these young boys, you have a group of players that are ultra experienced and world class, and then you have the other half of the squad, which is young and inexperienced.
Obviously, they're bad without Messi, but they've won 3 of 9.
Not just Messi.
No, but
I mean, talk about the financial commitment they've made for Tata Martino. I mean, so the big problem that Kieran highlighted was you're not building a team. You're building 5 or 6 players that are going to sell some shirts for you, and 5 or 6 other players that now you have such a massive financial and quality gap. It's not about winning games. It's not. I'm sorry. It's about marketing, and until MLS finds a balance between marketing and winning, there's always going to be that massive gulf in quality.
How big of a deal is the defeat to Rayados, going out the way they did in the Concacaf Champions Cup, to the idea of Inter Miami, the project, if you will?
Well, but I still think there's more balance for the Mexican sides in how they build their squads. And so, yes, it's nice for MLS and for
such an
MLS
excuse for MLS to fall back on the we can't spend money because we don't let ourselves spend money. I mean,
Messi makes more money than most Mexican teams' payroll as an individual. So don't tell me you're not spending money. You're just not spending it across the platform that gives you
by choice
to win a game, because you're doing it on a marketing standpoint.
To your point, it's not about winning.
It's not about winning.
It's about keeping those costs low so the owners will keep investing.
To get back to the graphic, that record is bad. Because Phil Neville's wouldn't be perceived as a manager that's sought after. Phil Neville did not have Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets. Who's the other one? Luis Suarez. Lionel Messi. And what's a project? What are we building here? Right? Because if you're building something, you're building it on sand. Let me tell you why.
You're building internet hits.
But it's all going to go away, and it's going to go away very soon. Unless there is some sort of formula that Mother Nature hasn't come up with yet that's going to be able to make Luis Suarez run about and lose weight, and Lionel Messi get younger, and all these players to continue to play and play and play and play for years to come. What are they building? Apart from selling the corporate side of it.
Well, I mean, I think from a sporting perspective, they want to win something now. It's obviously not going to be Concacaf Champions Cup.
They can't win a game in the league. They can't win a game. I'm telling you now, and I said this the other day on the show, and I was semi-laughed at, the whole Messi thing is going to start to falter. If it hasn't already done so.
What do you mean falter?
Falter.
Well, how do you define that for them?
Falter, it's going to start to fizzle out.
Okay.
If it hasn't already started. The furore, the fanfare, the Messi, it's got no longevity.
Like anything in life, everything fizzles out.
Yeah.
Well, but
some things have got longer lasting effects.
Right.
And that's the issue with going down this line of selling this out as this is great.
Would you advise MLS not to take him? I mean,
no, but I'm just saying, there's not just Messi. There's 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
All at the end.
Okay, I'll give
and
you.
they're not winning games. Sorry, so they can't even win games here.
Bayern Munich.
You don't think they can win an MLS? You don't think they can win MLS Cup? Really? They won Leagues Cup last year. They walked off the beach.
Not on recent form. Not on those numbers you're showing me. There's nothing there at a 38% win ratio that tells me you're going to go win.
They've been missing Messi for a lot of those games.
And then Messi's going to be gone all summer. And then he's, like you said, Father Time is undefeated. So that every month, every game, every competition is one more that is going to be difficult for him to come back after Copa America and be like, hey, I'm fresh. Why was he fresh? Because he had just taken a bunch of time off in the summer before he was eligible to play last year. Okay, I had a little mini vacation and now I'm ready to play.
Before they annoyed him by dragging him off everywhere, which got him off in a bad situation to start with.
Totally. You think about the crazy preseason they had, all the international travel, and then all the missed games that he's had so far in terms of
MLS I'll give you an example.
Play anyway.
To your point, Bayern Munich decides to sell Harry Kane. Does nobody care about Bayern Munich anymore? No, Bayern Munich is still a massive juggernaut.
Right.
No, what happens when Messi retires, to Craig's point? What happened to Inter Miami, Kieran, when they got knocked out of the playoffs? You didn't hear another word about MLS, Inter Miami, anything. It was just,
as far as the staying power,
season's over.
Just look at what happens when Lionel Messi subs out of the game.
Yeah, correct.
The people at Inter Miami's games leave the stadium, so they're clearly there for them. No one's going to, I think, debate you on that. Kieran, last word on this to you. Is Inter Miami too old to compete even in MLS?
No, I don't think they're... No, I don't think so. Because when they first came in, they were putting in performances and getting results when Messi was in the team. The only thing that's going to hamper it is, how long they survive in Copa America. I mean, he is integral to the team. So it's going to only come down to how fit they can keep him and how long Argentina lasts in Copa America.
So to Miami's credit, LA Galaxy in the past have shown that you just need to get yourself into a position in the league and be ready for the playoffs. So it's not a case what we're talking about right now in the Premier League, where we're talking about 3 teams might need to win out if they have any chance. Where's the rest going to be? Where's that? Finish in 6th place, make the playoffs, be fresh, have your old guys ready to go, and win some games at that stage.
Long way to go for Inter Miami and Lionel Messi when it comes to the MLS regular season. We'll have plenty more on Messi and Inter Miami on the next edition of Football Americas. Herc and I will be live Monday night here on ESPN Plus, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time.